Honestly, I think I'm having way too much fun with this Screencastify. So we are going to clear our annotations because now we have to do range. So range, if we recall, is going to go from least to greatest, but this time it's going to be on our y-axis. So that means when I look at my little black digital screen here, I need to actually start my black screen all the way at the bottom so that I can slide it from my lowest Y value and I can slide it up. So this one is definitely going to start where we see it. And this time we're looking for where the black screen first touches our graph. So sliding up, sliding, and I'm only looking at the y-axis, so I don't care what happens on my x-axis this time. So I'm sliding up, I'm at -1 on my y-axis, and I get right here, but that is not a number. I was at -1, I can clearly see +1, so by default, we're gonna say that one is actually 0. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my highlighter. This time, I think maybe let's highlight in pink. Why not? So I'm going to highlight this entire horizontal line. And just because sometimes it's a little confusing, I'm going to put the number 0 off to the side. So I'm just going to kind of take my numbers from my y-axis and I'm going to bump them all the way out to the side so I don't lose them. And now I need to keep going until I get to the very top, and then I'll highlight that horizontal line. So I'm sliding, I'm sliding, I'm sliding, I'm sliding. I'm at +3, I'm at +4. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've run out of graph. That's okay. I'm gonna get my highlighter. I'm gonna highlight this entire horizontal line. I'm gonna do it as straightly as I can. And I'm also gonna kind of circle my endpoints because something funky's going on there. So I'm gonna circle those. Red, y'all know red is real. I'm gonna circle those. And then also just because I don't want to lose where my number is, I'm gonna put the 5 there simply because that's what I'm reading from my actual y-axis. But I gotta do a little bit of interpreting. So I can clearly see that my range went from my very first number that I hit, my bottom number is 0. I can see that very clearly. And I can see that my graph, my top number is a 5 on my y-axis. But that arrow means that I could have gone to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You catch my drift? So once again, even though the graph itself stopped at 5, remember that arrow means, guys, gals, keep going. So I'm going to cross this out, and I'm going to replace it with infinity because I could have kept going. So now I'm looking at 0 to infinity. There are 2 ways you can say this. You could obviously say 0 to infinity in words, but we're more concerned about our math symbols. So I could go 0, and since it was included, it's included because it wasn't a circle or anything. It was a regular old solid line. So I would say 0 is less than or equal to y because it is a domain, and then to infinity. But because I can't actually include infinity, I'm just going to hit a regular less than. I'm going to put infinity. That's the first way you could say this. However, because infinity is not a definite number, we actually have the power to just chop off that whole back part. So that's what we're going to do. I'm giving you the different ways you can see it. So I'm going to hurry up because I've got a couple of seconds. We can cross that out. It doesn't really matter. And we would say 0 is less than or equal to y, but nobody ever writes math like that. They always, for some reason, like to put their letters first when it comes to this stuff. So truthfully, we flip it around and say y is less than or equal to 0. They mean the same exact thing. So option 1, put all